Hi, y'all. It's only me. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's only me. And I brought you into my area here. Don't, try not to look around the perimeters because I've tried to organize this stuff and there ain't no organizing to it. It's beyond help. But I know where everything is. I'm telling you, I know where everything is. It might look like there's no way I could possibly know, but yeah, I know where this stuff is. So anyhow, hopefully you can hear me and whatever because I'm using the computer webcam instead of this one, instead of this one. That one instead of this one. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. But I wanted to tell you, this year is starting off with it's being a little tasty. It's been a little tasty for me. First of all, our pump went kaputski and we didn't have no water. And, well, when we didn't have no water, what I did was I said, well, I'm going to have to cut my hair. Because we just paid $1,000, well, only $950 to have that pump fixed in September. And then we didn't have no water. So the first thing I did was, well, I'm going to have to cut my hair. And so what I did was my hair was pretty long. And so I brushed it all forward like this. Every bit of it forward. And then so I had like a ponytail right here. And then I said, well, I want my bangs to be about this long. So I took the scissor and I just went, zhik, 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 zhik. And then there in my hand, I had like this 12 inches of hair. And I threw that in the garbage. And then when I brushed it, this is what I ended up with. This like a shag cut, We used to always want shag cuts back in the day. Well, that's what happened. It's all like layered and everything. It's perfect. Like bangs are where they're supposed to be. Perfect. And so then I thought, well, it really looked gray. So I thought, well, what color should I have? Purple. Why not? Okay, well, so because I have this purple stuff already, I buy it in a tube, and it's just like a washout thing, but it doesn't wash out. It fades each time you wash it, but so I repurpled it, and there you go. That made me feel better. But the pump, I figured, well, it happened on Saturday, which was New Year's Day, is when it quit working. And so Saturday, I said, well, I'm not calling them pump people today because it's a holiday and a weekend. They're going to charge me like triple. And so then I said, I'm not going to call them till Monday to come out here and look. And so I figured, we could go next door, and Papa had because we got this one wagon outside, and put buckets and gallon jugs and stuff on the wagon. We just pull it over my daughter's house, which is next door, fill up all them, and we can flush toilet and everything, whatever. Well, then Saturday night, here come my son. That's Billy and Bianca and the two girls. They came over, and then Jennifer and her child come over. So we had, folks over, and so then Billy went out because I temporarily forgot he was an electrician, and so he went out there with his little tools, and he fixed it. He had to do something with the points. He had to do something with the points, and then something with a screw. I don't know. But he fixed it, and so now we got water. So see, that, I thought, okay, my New Year is starting out with a little disadvantage, but actually it turned out to be okay. Well, then the second, now here it's the, and then yesterday was the 3rd, and I have had this Etsy store. Well, my Etsy store is now closed up tighter than well, I won't say what Papa always says, but it is closed. I closed it, turned off the lights, locked the door. It took my stuff off the shelf, tucked it up under my arm, and I left it there. Yeah, if I had spray paint, I would have spray painted the whole place. But I didn't have no spray paint, so I couldn't do that. But the way it used to work for me, now, I am not the brightest bulb on a tree. My lights are on, but nobody's always home. My elevator doesn't go to the top floor. Those kind of things. Deck of 51. But anyway, my Etsy store, when you open your store, you have to have like a credit card that they can charge whenever they need to. So what they were doing when I'd make a sale, like I have on there, or had on there, a one of the things I kept on there all the time was my fabric crumbs, which sold for a 12-ounce package of fabric crumbs, $10. And so I've sold quite a few bags of those fabric crumbs for $10 a bag, you know. So then if the shipping charge was like $8, because it could be, I'm in Florida, so if it has to go all the way to Washington State, then it could be as much as $12 to send that thing. If it's right here in the state, then maybe about $8, you know. And so they would give me the $10 and the shipping cost, and then I would then they would give me the whole thing. All of that would go in. They would just deposit it right into my bank account. Well, that always looked good. That looked good, you know, especially when I sold more than one item, and you know, oh, good, that much went into my checking account. But then they would charge my my credit card for, you know, take back the shipping, you know, that stuff. And all their little charges, you know, they're all secret charges. And so I kind of want, and I had this, and that was one credit card. I always paid that balance off every month. Pay the balance off every month. With my little Social Security pittance, I would pay that off. And then I would think, why is it so much this month? But me, because I just don't go into the details, I didn't go and really check and do all the math and all. I didn't do that stuff. I just played with arts and crafts and sewing and stuff. And so I didn't really look into that. Well, they changed their way now. Now they don't do it that way. They take their money out. And I don't know if they've got different tiers of how they sell, but whatever tier I was on, I don't know. I just sold the stuff. Now they take their cut out first and then deposit what's left into my bank account. Well, the last sale, there was just very little that went into my bank account, and I thought, well, why? It must have been maybe just a little extra that just went into, you know, maybe they just found that they owed me that 25 cents, whatever, and so they sent that in there. And then but then I started paying a little bit more attention, and so then I sold another one of my my little bags of scrap quilt crumbs, fabric crumbs. Oh, good night noise. $10, and the shipping was right around $8 for the shipping, and they deposited into my account 73 cents, or was it maybe it was 76 cents is what they deposited in my account. I said, wait a minute, that's crazy. And so then I did go into the financial part of Etsy so I could see exactly how is this broke down, and I started reading, and I couldn't believe it. Out of a $10 order, I made 76 cents. And that's not even counting my packaging, you know, and they don't even consider my packaging and stuff, you know, that I put in there. So I didn't give that one more moment's thought. I just went and closed up the shop. I took all my stuff out of there, stuffed it in my pockets, and I shut the lights off, and I shut the door and locked it. I said, I ain't coming back here either, ever. I can't believe that they take that much money to sell your stuff. And I know that 76 cents I didn't have yesterday, but oh, come on, it's a lot of work. They don't even figure in your time. So my time, which for scraps you might say, okay, that's not any time. Well, it's a little time because I do, it is time because I take time to put it all together, you know. So, but I was right before, in fact, right before I'd already taken pictures of my kitchen towels, my kitchen neck, kitchen boa, kitchen scarf boa towels, because I've been working my little fingers to the bone to make these. And I was just before putting them up there. I'm glad I didn't get them put up there, because soon as you put them up there, they charge you 20 cents per item. And so they would have charged that even if they don't sell. You have to change. Or I think that went up 25 cents now per item. But anyway, so now my dilemma. My Etsy store is how I make a little income that I can do this channel. And I can do my crafts, and I can do my arts, and I can do this thing. And that is how I fund it, is through my Etsy store, the things that I can sell, and the kind of people that have given me gifts, monetary. I don't ask for them, and I don't expect them, but I have had a few people that have been overly generous, and I thank you, people, for that so much. Oh my goodness, people have sent me stamps. Stamps are expensive. When you send me stamps, oh my gosh, they are so welcomed, because then I can send out Happy Meals, because I like to send out Happy Meals, but I've got to earn the postage money to send them out. And so when somebody sends me stamps, or somebody puts a little bit of money in my PayPal or whatever, that is usually always goes to postage. Now, like at Christmas time, I got some gifts, and which were, oh my gosh, which then I was able to buy. I have bought, well, it's not here yet, but I bought it's like a sticker maker. It's 5 inches wide, that I'm going to use, and you're going to see how I'm going to use that too when I make an art doll, because it is amazing. I watched this guy Mark, and he did this art doll with using Dollar Tree Barbie dolls, but he used this machine to make like sticker paper, but he used his painty papers and his gel prints and stuff to make these papers, and then tore them apart and made this art doll. And I said, I got to do that, because I love making the doll. So I ordered that, and I got my Jesus Speaks, Jesus Talks, Jesus Messages from Jesus something book. I got that book, and I got something else too. Oh, my rag nippers. I got them. Well, I don't have them yet, but they should come pretty soon. And so these are things that I was able to get in for my crafting and arts and crafts and daily life. My Jesus Speaks book. What the heck is that called? Oh, it's in the other room. Anyway, Jesus Calling. See, this is what's happening. You know, this goes along with age. This year, I'll be 73 years old, and it's beginning to show in the memory department. But, hey, I don't mind. It's fine. Jeez, I've always got an excuse. I forgot. But anyway, this is what I want to tell you. And maybe y'all can help me. Maybe you know another avenue that I can use to sell my wares. Now, these scarves I've made up. I've got 8 of them made up. Like here, see? This is like, all of the tops are just like this. But all of the towels, they're different towels. and put on in different ways. And that's where I've played around to make them different. And see, so there's yellow, and then this is a brown towel, a little bit more of a heavier kind of a towel. And then this one is even different yet, because what I did was I ordered different towels I could put on them. See, so, and each one of these is about 60 inches long when you put them around from one end of the towel to the other end of the other side. And so, but the way I make mine, these are rag quilted. And so it takes a little while to do these, but I just love how they look. They just feel so soft. And after I make this part of it, then I wash them and dry them. And they smell so good because I use Suavitel fabric softener. I love that stuff. But and then I add the towels to them. So the towels aren't pre-washed, but this part is. And so, but I use, like on this, I tried to find all like good chicken or farmy fabrics on them, on these ones. I got some cows on there, tractor and kitchen things, and some chickens there, and some teapots. And oh, and then just, this is very kitchen-y, the gingham. And yeah, it's just all pretty. But anyhow, these are what I make, and it does take a little while to make them. So, and then this one, oh, that's got the same little, like a tan towel at the bottom. And then here's one with, I always like the red and white. This is more of a, like a pink and white towel on the end. But since I made mine, I've made 4 of these for myself. Since the first one I made, I have always had one around my neck. Unless I'm going to bed, and because I don't need one when I go to bed. But if I don't have one, like I didn't have one on when I went to my daughter's on New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, I kept reaching for my towel to dry my hands because I just wear it all the time. But these, you don't have to put them around your neck. I mean, unless you're big as I am, you can tie it around your waist. Just tie it around your waist. Just flip it over like this, and then you still have your towels around your waist. And so these are really nice. I like them. And I noticed on Etsy, I was looking at the prices. Let's see, that one's like a blue plaid there, like a ginghamish thing. And this one is even a little bit different, light blue, and it's a bigger, like a gingham thingy. But all the neck parts are the same in this batch. The next batch they'll be different because and then this one's pink. So I got 8 of these available. And so they're not going on Etsy because I shut that store down, boy. But I'm going to be making other things. Now I've got, all of these are going to be mug rugs. And they're all going to be the same thing. I've got these ones, the layers are pinned together already. And because they're a layer of cotton, and then a layer of flannel, and then another layer of cotton. And that's how these on the towels are the same way. They're actually 3 layers. It makes them nice and soft. But these make the most awesome mug rugs. I mean, for coasters, you know, that's what I did for my kids' Christmases. I made them all a set of coasters. But I got them in the works of going. And then I'm also going to make some of the towels. My plans are to make some of these towels with just one piece of fabric all the way around. So it'll be a lighter weight, although this is not heavy. It's, for me, it's not. For me, it fits. It's just perfect. And so, but I'm going to make some that are just plain. Now, them ones I can sell less expensive because there's not a lot of work that goes into those ones. But this one, what I have is I've got a Facebook page that I've had Not my Scrap and Lizzy Unicorn site. Not that one. I don't have anything listed in there at all because I don't know if I can legally do that. And then I've got a personal Facebook site, and that's mostly, I've got a lot of my subscribers on that page too, but that one is just like to keep track of each other. You know, I get to see personal pictures of people's families and stuff, and I love that. And then a lot of people will link videos and stuff, and I like that in there. But then I have a Scrap and Lizzy Facebook page. It's just called Scrap and Lizzy. See, my regular Facebook, okay, my group is Scrap and Lizzy Unicorns. My regular Facebook page is Lizzy Brewer. Is it? Is Lizzy Brewer? I think so. But then this other one is Scrap and Lizzy at Facebook. And that one is it's a community site, which I'm not sure how that, you know, I don't even know when. I put that up about 5 years ago, and because I was going to use it as a selling platform, but it was like a lot of work. So that's why I went to Etsy, because I thought Etsy would be easier. I went there because it would be easier, which it is easy. Well, it's not really easy because it takes a lot to get a listing put up there. But then they take care of all the paperwork and that kind of stuff. So I thought that will make it easier. And so I have kind of neglected the Scrap and Lizzy site. Facebook site. Not Scrap and Lizzy Unicorns, but just Scrap and Lizzy. And Lizzi. Scrappin, Scrappin, Lizzi, all one word. And in there now, I'm starting to list my things, but I'm not sure exactly how. I just did this yesterday to put these things up, and so, but what I did was I figured a price for that includes the shipping. Includes shipping. I didn't want to say free shipping because it's not free shipping. Somebody's got to pay for that shipping. They don't give you no free shipping. So whenever you see something that says free shipping, well, then you kind of just figure, well, the shipping is included in the price, so the price is going to be a little bit more. And especially for a small cottage industry like what I do, you really can't offer free shipping because your shipping might take the whole amount of what you charged for the item. So anyhow, so on my now I'm not remembering what I put on my crumbs. I think I'd have to go back and look and see what I put. But okay, I have the crumbs, and then I also have a collection of fabric pieces, just scraps. The biggest ones being 10 by 10s, and there's 20 10 by 10s, all different fabrics and all cotton. Then on the smaller ones, which could be 5 by 5s or 6 by 6 or 6 by 4 or 3 by 6, whatever. They're just a collection of different ones. Now they can be cotton, lace, they can be some like upholstery or heavy duck cloth, different pieces. And I fill that up to be a pound of fabric. And a pound of fabric is pretty much, well, I can't really show you a pound, but a pound is pretty much fabric. And so, and I put those ones up. Oh, now I can't remember. Oh man, I guess I should write them down. But then I listed towels. I listed some towels, and the way that they're listed, it's kind of hard to, I don't know how to do that stuff. But that was a hair. I had to pull a hair off. The purple hair is free. But I listed these for $24. Now when I make the other ones that are just going to be one strip of fabric, not the quilted rag quilting things, those are going to be less expensive because it's a lot less work. This just for the snipping, after I get them sewn together, then I go and I snip all the edges and then wash them, and that takes some time. And this arthritic thumb, it yells at me. But now I'm getting my nippers, and my nippers are going to make this a lot easier. But I love doing the rag stuff. I love doing the rag quilting. It's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful look. It's so rustic, and it's just, I love the way it looks. And so, and I'm going to make some tote bags, like a pocketbook, using this as well, because I just love it so much. I don't know if everybody's going to love it like as much as I do, but I just love it. But I'm going to be making more things. I'm just into this rag quilting thing. I just think it's gorgeous. But my coasters are going to be listed there too. But the $24, that includes the shipping. Like I say, coming from Florida, if I ship to Washington State, which is clean across the United States, that shipping is going to be $11, $12. And so and it's cheaper right in the state, but it's still, I think for me it's fair. And it does seem like a lot of money, and I know I hate asking for money, but this is how I fund my addiction, my fabric, because I think a lot of the fabrics I have gotten as gifts. I think every one of these fabrics, though, I purchased because I wanted kitchen-y fabrics. I wanted kitchen-y. A lot of my farmy fabrics, maybe this chicken one, maybe that was gifted to me. I don't remember now. I have so many gifts that are so beautiful. But anyway, that's just what I wanted to say. So I'm going to, in the comments below, in the description box, I'm going to eliminate my Etsy store because it's no longer there. And I'm going to put my link to the Scrap and Lizzy Facebook page. That is the community page. I think that's what they call it, a community page. And you'll be able to go there and you'll be able to see what I have available. Do not purchase something just because you think I need the money. Don't do that. Only purchase if you feel like you want the item. And so mostly what I have sold, even on Etsy, are the fabric pieces because they're so different. And so for anybody who is doing slow stitching or doing some crazy quilting and that kind of thing, doing artwork with scraps of fabric, that is what sells the most on that site, on the Etsy. That is what has been selling on the Etsy, but I can't afford to just give it away. I gotta make a little profit, and now, and because then I use that money for buying my things, and like right now I want to purchase some well, I can't even remember what it's called, but you just iron it on the back of a fabric, and it makes the fabric stiff. But I don't know what it's called. I gotta figure that out. I got it wrote down somewhere, and so I want to get some of that, and so to make the fabric stiff. So if I'm doing something like making a tote bag or pocketbook or something that I want the fabric to be stiff, then I will have some of that. And so but that's what I do when I do make a sale or something. Then I have some income that I don't have to take out of mine and Papa's Social Security income, which is what we pretty much live on, which is fine. We got plenty. We're not doing without anything. it's still from payday to payday, but we not without anything. We have plenty. We've always had plenty, and we've always got plenty of food, and we've always got the electric bill paid, and we've always got plenty. So it's not that I'm needy. I'm not needy. But just when you need little extras, I guess that would be needy. And the extras would be to buy some fancy fabric or, let's see, I got a lot of thread now. Thread because a gift, you know, thanks to Ray. Ray sent me, oh my gosh, did she ever send me a lot of thread. And so that gives me, you know, so I've gotten a lot of beautiful gifts from friends. You know, I don't want to just call you subscribers. I want to call you my friends because you all are my friends. And and so that's what I use my income for. Is my I don't need this income to live on. I don't need that. This income helps me to be able to continue to do what I do. And I so hope that a lot of you have told me that I have inspired, that I've inspired you to be able to do some things that maybe you wouldn't think about doing on your own. Like last night I was watching something and I made a couple of tags. Made a couple of tags, you know, and for no reason. I just put a couple tags together because it's fun, and then I have tags to just play with, and I have them sitting up on my shelf because I put some what do you call them, Nouveau drops on them. Once I put the Nouveau, I always do that last, put the Nouveau drops. So then I set them up there on my shelf, and then they'll dry, and then I put them in my little bunch of. Sometimes I'll stick them in a Happy Mail, or I'll put them in a Happy Mail and send them off, or I've got tags to put in a journal I might be working on. And lately I do mostly flat fabric journals, but I can still put tags in the fabric journals. And also you all who are waiting for me to continue my 12 days of Christmas, well, I got kind of behind in that, but not to worry. By the 12th day of Christmas I will have it done, and I will have it a video made of to show you my book. So I am getting that done. And then also some of you are waiting for me to do the last card I pulled. I never make New Year's resolutions because everything goes kaputski, and you know, I might spend a whole day taking a nap, and then I get behind. But my cards that I pull, my reminder prompt cards, the last one I pulled was a canvas, which I know what I'm going to do on the canvas. I just haven't done the video yet. So I've got my canvas in there. It's in the other room, and it's ready. And I'm going to be working on a canvas and some pouring paint, and that is going to be my next video. And hopefully I might get to that today, and hopefully, yeah. And so, but that's, you know, I'm happy to be able to. But anyway, I can see that I've run my mouth for 33 minutes and 35 seconds. And but I just want to tell you mainly about my Etsy store and the changes I'm making. And if any of you've got some ideas or suggestions on how I can do this, like I say, I'm going to put the link below in the description box to go to the Scrap and Lizzy page, which is, like I said, different than Scrap and Lizzy Unicorns, and it's different than my regular Facebook page, my Anything Goes Facebook page. This one is just for my crafting things, and a lot of people have joined that page too, but I've just neglected that page. I just, like my children, I neglected them too. You just ask them. My one son, he thinks if you listen to my one son, Billy Brewski, that's the young one. If you listen to him, you'd think that I did nothing but run around with a wooden spoon in my hand 24/7. No, I did not run around with a wooden spoon in my hand. He goes, oh, we got the wooden spoon for everything. Well, I threatened him with it. Oh my goodness, my children. I love them kids. Them kids, I'm glad they're mine too, because if it was anybody else's, they'd throw them to the curb years ago. But I got some pretty awesome kids. And you know, I raised them all exactly the same. I fed them the same slop. And they sat at the same dining room table. I sent them all to bed at the same time. How come they all turned out so different? They're just so different. And they don't agree with one another. When you have a whole heck of a lot of, when you have a half a dozen youngins, they ain't gonna agree on stuff. And this half a dozen youngins I have, they don't agree on stuff half the time. Sometimes they agree just fine. There's a couple of them that get along just beautifully, and then, yeah, I'm glad I'm their mom. Any other mom would have moved into another country and just left them all behind. But anyhow, that's about it. I'm going to read something now because that's just what I do. Well, I got 2 more cards to put in my thing. What did I put in there? Slow stitching and junk journal page. I got to put those in with my reminder cards. I'm going to look at affirmators today, and I'm going to pick a card out of the affirmators. See, these here, I just like to pick right out the middle. These cards, Ray sent me these two. That girl, she's trying to spoil the heck out of me. Which she has. See that chair behind me? Yeah, she sent me that chair. But anyway, that's a nice chair, too. The chair I had was an old... the chair I had would come from the airport. I had a friend that worked down at the Tampa airport. She worked down there. And then in the office place where she worked, they got all new chairs. And so then they just throw away their old chairs. And so she brought me one. I told her, because she asked me, do you want one of them chairs? I said, yeah, I'll take one of them chairs, because I needed a chair. And it was very old. And see, I don't think they even make 4-legged chairs anymore, like office chairs 4-legged. Now they all are like 5, so when you spin, they stay level. Well, that 4-pronged one, that thing would tip over all the time. I'd bend over and then plunk, I'd have to call somebody. Help me, I'm falling and I can't get up. And so it was neat and replaced, but I never told anybody I needed a new chair. I was liking that chair okay. It was okay. And but then, see that chair back there? That's like something you would see in Nassau. This is a nice chair right here. And I can put the arms up like this if I don't want the arm. But I keep that arms down because, where'd the arm go? I keep the arm down so I can lean on it because I need stuff to lean on. But she sent me these cards too. She has spoiled me rotten. I'm telling you that she's probably deep in debt just because of the stuff she sent me. But her husband will pay her bills, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I guess I'll get to reading here. Oh. These are affirmators creativity cards. Affirmators. I guess it's affirmator. Well, they're affirmator cards or affirmator cards or whatever words that you want to call it. This one says, excuse me, hang on, glasses. My Onassis glasses. There. Now I can see. Okay. Room at the top. I recognize that life isn't a competition, and there's plenty of room at the top. Phew, what a relief. When I see someone crushing it, I've got no reason to be jealous or worried. Instead, I cheer them on like a face-painted soccer mom, and quite possibly use their picture on my very detailed stalker adjacent vision board. Wait a minute. Let me read that again with my Onassis glasses. I recognize that life isn't a competition, and there's plenty of room at the top. Phew, what a relief. When I see someone crushing it, I've got no reason to be jealous or worried. Instead, I cheer them on like a face-painted soccer mom and quite possibly use their picture on my very detailed stalker-adjacent vision board. There you go. And a second time I read it, it made more sense. First time I read it, it didn't make a bit of sense to me. And so sometimes I have to do that. I got to read something 2 times. But see, I am a stalker crafter. I'm a stalker. Hi, Papa. You scared me. I didn't use that.
Sorry, I'm going out to the running back.
Okay, be careful out there. Don't get run over by a Greyhound bus or anything. That's right. Greyhound buses don't fly right road. But anyhow, yes, I'm a stalker crafter. I do not come up with a whole lot on my own. I go and I stalk other crafters and I watch what they do. And then I might take a part of what they do and a part of what this one does, and I put the 2 parts together and come up with something. And then I have something. But I put what I learned here and over here, I put them on my vision board. And I think, ooh, I can use that and that and that and that, and those are 4 things, put them all together, and I can come up with something on my own. Well, it wouldn't be on my own because I done stalked people to get all them ideas, and I just blend them around in my Cuisinart brain here. That just blends things all together. Cuisinart. But anyway, where'd that word come from? But yeah, I love you guys, and thanks for watching this 41 minutes of Jabberwocky. And I'll, like I say, I'll put that link down in my description box. Oh, and if you do see something that you think that maybe you want, go ahead and leave a message on that page, or better yet would be to message me on Messenger. If you can get through to me on Messenger, and because if you can get through to me on Messenger, and we can even FaceTime on Messenger, them glasses look funny. Makes me look like Aristotle Nassus. But anyway, they're not my favoriteest glasses. But anyhow, because if you can get me on Messenger, then I can say, well, I have this one, and I have this one. I can show you which ones I have, and you can say, I'll pick that one right there. And now, if you pick more than one, then the price is less than $24 a piece, because the shipping would be less. If I put 2 things together, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And like so like if you wanted a bag of crumbs and a towel, then I would refigure the price, because putting 2 things in one package, and they can all go in poly bags, so poly bags are cheaper to ship than a box. Then all of that we'll figure that stuff out, if you understand what I'm saying. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'll keep you posted as to what I'm doing. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. God bless you all. May God watch over you and you and you and you and you and you back there. Every step you take, every move you make, keep you safe. Because you don't want no Greyhound bus running over you. I always have to tell Papa, watch for the Greyhound buses out there. I changed his name. Well, I didn't actually change his name. Alicia changed his name to the Roadrunner, because he's always going to the road. So I told my family, I said, his birthday comes up in February. I want him only, just find anything you can with a Roadrunner, with the little Roadrunner little things, t-shirt with a Roadrunner, anything to do with Roadrunner, because his name's now Roadrunner. Thanks, Alicia. Alicia named him. But anyway, yeah, February 20th, that's when his birthday is. He'd be 77. He'd be 77 years old. 77, Sunset Strip. There was a show back in olden days. But anyhow, okay, I already said goodbye, didn't I? And I'm still running my mouth. It's hard for me to not talk. I guess I have to get my lips sewed together, or glue them together, or duct tape them together, or something together. But anyhow, God bless you all. Keep you safe and keep you happy and safe and happy and healthy and humble. God bless you all. Thanks for watching.